99% people don't clean this spot. Real reason why seniors smell. Did you know that most seniors don't realize where their body odor is coming from? As we get older, we tend to focus on the obvious areas when bathing: arms, underarms, feet, and private parts. But what almost no one talks about are the forgotten spots, the hidden creases and folds where sweat, dead skin, and bacteria quietly build up. And when these places aren't cleaned properly day after day, they can create a distinct smell that clings to clothes, furniture, and even the air around you. This isn't just about hygiene. It's about dignity, confidence, and keeping your body feeling fresh and respected. Too many good people blame age itself for smelling different, when the truth is a few overlooked spots are doing most of the damage. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 places on your body that nearly everyone forgets to clean, especially as we get older. These aren't the usual spots. They're sneaky, hidden areas that trap moisture and quietly become odor factories over time. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do about them, how to clean them gently but thoroughly, and how to make sure your natural scent stays neutral, not embarrassing. You've taken care of yourself. You deserve to feel clean, confident, and respected, no matter your age. Stay with me until the end, because one of these areas is likely being skipped every time you shower, and it might be the very reason people are noticing something you can't smell yourself. Let's get into it. The folds right behind your knees. The truth is that as we get older, this seemingly innocuous part of your body plays a big role in body odor. This part of your body is something most people wash quickly or miss altogether. But here's the truth. It's a warm, enclosed spot where sweat, bacteria, and even leftover soap residue love to hide. And when those things build up, they create an unpleasant smell that lingers long after you've dried off and gotten dressed. This is exacerbated when you sit in a chair for long periods, especially with your knees bent, because the skin behind the knees stays compressed. That means less air circulation, more moisture, and a perfect pocket for odor-causing bacteria to thrive. Add in things like lotion or powder that may not get fully wiped away, and you've got a recipe for discomfort and smell. Narrator: I recall a woman named Judy, 76 years old, who complained that she felt clean but noticed a musty smell when changing clothes. She had changed detergents, washed her towels more often, and even started using deodorant on her feet, thinking that might be the source. But during a checkup, her nurse gently pointed out that the back of her knees were slightly discolored and damp to the touch. She hadn't been washing that area thoroughly, and over time, the buildup led to odor and even mild irritation. To combat this part of your body doesn't need harsh scrubbing. A warm washcloth and a little soap during your regular shower can work wonders. The key is consistency. Make it a habit, and always be sure to dry that area fully. Moisture is the enemy when it comes to body odor. Even if your shower is brief, you can always do a quick seated wash using a damp towel or bathing wipe if reaching becomes too difficult. There are also long-handled scrubbers designed specifically for seniors that make cleaning hard-to-reach areas safer and easier. The key is to be aware of the effect of overlooking this area. You deserve to feel comfortable in your own skin, and no one should have to worry about odor when it can be addressed with something as simple as an extra few seconds of care. Narrator: the groin area and inner thigh crease is one of the most sensitive and private areas of the body, yet also one of the most commonly neglected when it comes to hygiene. The groin, in the crease where your thigh meets your torso, this area is warm, moist, and often tightly covered by clothing throughout the day, making it a perfect environment for bacteria, sweat, and dead skin to accumulate. As we get older, the skin there becomes thinner and more delicate, but also more prone to sagging and folding, which traps even more moisture. Many older adults wash their underarms and private parts carefully, but miss the crease around the groin itself, especially that fold where your inner thigh meets the base of your pelvis. Think of someone like Harold, a 75-year-old man who always took pride in his appearance. He shaved daily, wore clean clothes, and never left home without a dab of cologne. But despite all this, he started to notice a faint sour odor by the end of the day. It wasn't his breath or his feet. It was something he couldn't quite place. Eventually, during a routine doctor's visit, his physician asked if he was washing thoroughly around the inner thigh crease. Harold was surprised. He assumed a quick rinse in the shower was enough. But over time, sweat, dead skin, and heat had created an invisible buildup right in that hidden fold, causing the odor. To clean this area properly, use a soft washcloth or your hand, along with mild soap and warm water. Gently cleanse the crease where your leg meets your torso, and don't forget to rinse thoroughly afterward. Pat the area completely dry, especially before getting dressed. If you're prone to sweating or irritation, consider using a talc-free powder or a gentle, moisture-absorbing cream to keep the area dry and comfortable throughout the day. Narrator: the belly button and navel crease is one of the smallest parts of your body, yet one of the dirtiest if ignored. The belly button, especially the inward or deep kind, is a hidden pocket where lint, sweat, oil, and dead skin collect day after day, and the older we get, the more likely it is that our skin loses tone, which means deeper creases around the abdomen, giving bacteria and moisture more places to hide. Unlike open areas of the skin that get rinsed by water flowing over them, the belly button stays tucked away. You'd be surprised how many seniors bathe every day yet still carry an odor because this tiny cavity hasn't been cleaned in weeks. Sometimes there's even a dark, waxy buildup inside that hardens over time. That buildup not only smells bad, but can also become a home for yeast or minor infections. And if your stomach sags even slightly, something completely natural with age, that fold right under the navel can trap sweat and moisture, especially in warmer weather or under elastic waistbands. That's where odor thrives. Think of someone like Linda, a 71-year-old woman who was always careful about hygiene, but couldn't figure out why she kept noticing a strange, sour smell by midday. She'd check her clothes, her armpits, even her feet, but nothing added up. Until one day, during a doctor's checkup, she learned she had a mild fungal rash just beneath her navel. The skin was pink, damp, and slightly irritated, caused by a simple habit, skipping over that area while showering. She was shocked. Like many people, she assumed the water alone would rinse it clean, but water isn't enough. The belly button and the crease under it need gentle washing with a finger or soft cloth, using mild soap and warm water. Pat it dry afterward, and if needed, apply a bit of talc-free powder or a gentle drying spray to prevent moisture buildup. If your mobility is limited or you can't reach it easily, ask for help. There's no shame in it, because when this area is neglected, the odor it produces can follow you all day, even if you're wearing fresh clothes, and it's one of the most common reasons older adults carry a scent that others notice, even when everything else seems clean. You might not think of your ears as a place where odor hides, but for many older adults, this area becomes a surprising source of unwanted smells. The folds of your outer ear, especially the area right behind them, are like tiny ledges where sweat, oil, and dead skin quietly collect. The key to a good scent is to clean your ear folds, and behind the ears these folds tend to deepen with age, especially in men and women who wear glasses or hearing aids, which create more pressure and trap more moisture. There is also an area where natural skin oils, known as sebum, are produced in higher concentrations. When mixed with sweat and bacteria, that oil creates a greasy film that can smell musty or sour. And the truth is, most people forget to clean behind their ears during a shower. They wash their face, their neck, maybe their hair, but that little zone right at the base of the ear and down to the jawline often gets skipped entirely. If you've ever rubbed your finger behind your ear after a long day and caught a whiff of something unpleasant, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Take someone like Walter, a 76-year-old retired school principal. He took pride in keeping a clean appearance, always shaved, always wore crisp clothes, and never left the house without cologne, but his granddaughter once asked him why he smelled different when she hugged him. At first, he was hurt. Then he started checking every part of his hygiene routine. Eventually, during a visit to his barber, the man casually mentioned some flaky buildup behind Walter's ears. That was it. Walter hadn't touched that area in months. He just assumed it stayed clean on its own. But the truth is that zone is a major odor spot, especially for people who wear hearing aids, which can block airflow and cause extra sweating behind the ear. If you have hearing aids, it's crucial to keep this area clean and dry. And let's not forget the earrings or jewelry some people wear. These items can trap grime, especially if they're worn daily. The fix is simple. During your shower, take a moment to gently scrub behind your ears with a soapy cloth or your fingertips. Dry it carefully afterward. It only takes a few seconds, but it can eliminate one of the most common yet overlooked sources of senior odor. If your hearing aid covers that area, be sure to clean both your ear and the device itself, because when people catch an odd scent during a hug or while sitting next to you, it often comes from right there, hidden in plain sight. When people catch an odd scent during a hug or while sitting next to you, it often comes from right there, hidden in plain sight. One of the most neglected areas when it comes to senior hygiene is the toes, particularly the toenails and the skin underneath. And it's something easily avoided if you take the time to take care of your toenails and the skin beneath. As we age, bending down gets harder. Reaching your feet might take more effort than it used to, especially if you have arthritis, back stiffness, or balance issues. Because of that, many seniors unintentionally skip over proper foot care. But here's the issue. Toenails are a magnet for odor-causing buildup. Dead skin, sweat, and even small particles of sock lint can get trapped beneath the nail. Add in some moisture, and you've got the perfect environment for bacteria and fungus to thrive. The result? A strong, sometimes sour smell that lingers, no matter how clean the rest of your body is. I remember a man named Gerald, 81 years old, who prided himself on taking daily showers and dressing sharp. But his daughter noticed that whenever she helped him with his shoes, there was a strong odor that filled the room. Gerald was confused. He bathed every day, but when they visited a podiatrist, the problem became clear. His toenails hadn't been cleaned beneath the surface in months. The skin under them was discolored, soft, and emitting a smell that wasn't coming from the socks or shoes, but from the nails themselves. Over time, that kind of buildup doesn't just smell, it becomes a health risk. Bacteria and fungus can lead to infections, and if left untreated, these issues may affect circulation and healing, especially in seniors with diabetes or vascular problems. Even if your feet look fine on the outside, don't assume they're clean beneath the nails. When we walk, our feet sweat. That moisture gets trapped between the toes and under the nails, and because our toenails thicken with age, it's even harder to spot what's going on underneath. Fungus can grow without any pain, and by the time it causes itching or discoloration, the odor is often the first warning sign. There are actions that you can take. That's why it's recommended that use a soft bristled toothbrush or nail brush once or twice a week to gently scrub around and under the nails. If you can't reach your feet comfortably, ask for help from a trusted family member or see a foot care specialist. Also, make sure to dry your feet completely, especially between the toes, after every shower, and don't overlook your footwear. If you wear the same shoes every day without letting them air out, the odor builds up and transfers back to your feet. Rotate your shoes when possible. Use foot powder or sprays if necessary. And wash your socks thoroughly, preferably with hot water to kill bacteria. Our feet carry us through life, and how we care for them reflects not just hygiene, but respect for our own comfort and well-being. Clean, healthy feet feel better, smell better, and help prevent slips and infections that become more dangerous with age. So the next time you step in a shower, give your feet the attention they deserve, because the smell that follows you might be coming from below. So, take a moment tomorrow morning, reach for those spots that are easy to miss, because sometimes the smallest details have the biggest impact. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on your own routine. Are there areas you've been missing without realizing it? Most of us don't mean to overlook these places. Life gets busy, habits form, and sometimes we assume that a quick shower means we've covered it all. But the truth is, small blind spots in our hygiene, especially as we get older, can have a bigger impact than we think. The good news is, once you know what to look for, you can fix it easily. Taking care of yourself isn't just about looking clean. It's about feeling confident, staying healthy, and honoring your body with the attention it deserves. These hidden areas, whether it's behind your ears or under your feet, all play a role in how fresh you feel day to day. And when you make a habit of addressing them, you'll not only smell better, You'll move through the world with greater ease and pride.